How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, I am bloody tired. I'm also going to turn on those weird lights back there, because we got to have those on, don't we? Because we have these, cool-ass lights that we got for whatever reason that I barely ever use. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video. If I sound a little bit, like, flabbergasted, it's because I've literally spent all morning today, out on a airport, I guess, course, like a airport airfield, airfield, doing basically like I guess like a slip and slide kind of like learning thing. I don't really know what to refer to it as. Basically, for my license to get it, I need to do this, you need to do this kind of like to drive on ice to learn how it feels and all that. And I was doing that all morning, and I had to wake up super early. I still haven't eaten, by the way. I haven't eaten right now, and I'm gonna have to record before I actually eat because reasons, and the food isn't even here yet because yeah, just again reasons. But ladies and gentlemen, we got stuff to talk about. Okay, we got another massive rumor from Detective Grookey. I mean, this man is a bloody beast. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, he's got a giant rumor here, apparently, which is just huge, like genuinely huge. Also, let me know if you guys like the lights in the Mac. Also, I messed around a little bit with the camera. As you may notice, it's a little bit bluer now, rather than being super, yellow like it was yesterday. Though the yellow does a lot come from the actual sunlight. When the sun like sets here, it gets really orangish outside, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, so if you guys do like the camera quality, let me know if you guys feel about it. Also, the camera's finally charged, man. I finally charged it, so yeah, that's good. Either way, let's get into the actual information, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a pretty long video, so sit back, relax, have yourselves a great time, and let me just get into this soothing reading, shall I? So, rumor 21. I could do this in Spanish here. Alguien ha afirmado en 4chan que iba a dar algo de info de los juegos y que dibujaría de memoria algunos de los Pokémon. Si no entendéis el contexto de alguna de las respuestas, decidímelo y os ayudo. Perfect. Continua. Either way, so, someone has stated on 4chan that it was going to give some info on the games and withdraw from memory some of the Pokemon. If you do not understand the context of any of the answers, let me know, and I'll help you. And of course, he's doing this translation for people out there who do not speak, English and stuff, for the Spanish community, which is actually really commendable, if I'm going to be frankly honest. So, here's the start here. So, hi, I'll leak some Pokemon from the new games by drawing them along with some infos. I'll try to answer some questions, but I don't know everything about the game. Here's one of the new Pokemon. It is a ground bug Pokemon, and you can encounter it pretty early on. So it's supposed to be like, it looks very reminiscent of a Diglett. Looks like a Diglett copy, if I'm going to be frankly honest. It sticks out of the ground like that. There's a few other Pokemon that are similar to that, right? Like Diglett, and they just kind of stick out of the ground. It's pretty strangely and weirdly, and just, kind of like do their own little weird thing, just kind of their existence is very much confusing. But yeah, so that's kind of reminding me of that. Next part here. So, here's one of the Pokemon. Alrighty, encountered pretty early on. The game has 75 new Pokemon, which would be disappointing if I'm going to be frankly honest, but also seems realistic. Then we have a little bit of a weird, like, I guess it's meant to be like the Pikachu clone of this generation. No, it will be, I guess he's answering a question. He's saying no, it will be later on. So I'm not sure if that's what he's on about, but I'm not sure. They're Dragon Rock Gargoyles. Here's a new Pokemon. It's a normal type. Fair enough. I'm not sure what he means by Dragon Rock Gargoyles. He's probably answering a few questions there. Pick related, no, unfortunately. There's a noble woman. Look, ghost Pokemon. It's pure ghost. I'll draw them. All right. And here we have a little bit of a bird, which kind of reminds me a little bit of Fletchling, the Fletchling concept that was made by Solinarts, who made like a Fletchling Galarian form, which kind of has these kind of like what would you call them, man? What would you call them? Like autumn leaves on it, right? And that kind of like, autumn yellow kind of color. It's and like brownish. It's basically like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, and this guy continues on saying, sorry if I can't right now. I'm having a lot of trouble drawing the legends. Their designs are very difficult. They are a snake with a wolf arm. With a wolf armor, fire steel sword, and a metallic unicorn with a wolf armor, majestic blue roots, shield, fairy steel. All right. The lore is that the snake legend is a Pokemon used for war, which power was enhanced with ancient human technology. Which again, we know that there is like an extremely high level of, like, if you look back into Pokemon history, quote unquote, there's tons of really like crazy people. Like, for example, you had Magirna, right, which was, I think, was man-made, and that thing was made, like, you know, thousands of years ago in the Pokemon universe, so, like, they clearly knew their stuff back then as well, you know what I mean? They clearly understood what they were doing back then in the past in the Pokemon universe. They aren't clueless, so to say. They know what they're up to, they know what they're doing, they get their, you know, general gist of their job and stuff, so... In general terms, I've got to say, quite intriguing, quite intriguing indeed, So, that's that part. Next thing, though, so, he continues on here saying that the, let's see, while the unicorn is, okay, so here we go, so the war which, Snake Legend Pokemon used, okay, here we go, I kind of lost myself in the middle of this. So, the majestic Blue Roots story fairy, then the lore is that the Snake Legend is Pokemon is used for war, which power was enhanced with ancient human technology, right, that's where we were, while the Unicorn one is a man-made Pokemon that protects nature and gains new powers through life and nature itself. Fair enough. Theme of the game is nature versus technology, which is, we've heard that before. That's been said by a few other people, like the Chinese Riddler has said it, the Japanese Riddler, I think, has mentioned it as well. Tons of people, man. This has been brought up by tons of people in the community that do rumoring and, you know, kind of leaking and stuff. I mentioned this kind of like concept of, you know, nature versus technology, or like innovation versus, you know, tradition, right? Because innovation, tradition, and technology and nature, you can kind of compare those two, because like in the past, you know, like nature was a bigger part of people's day-to-day life. Nature was also larger. Now it's being more industrialized. Nature is being destroyed for the sake of convenience, for human convenience, for money, for greed. There's a lot of reasons, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go all Pete on your, you know, on you right now, but you get the point of what I'm trying to get to, is like, you know, things are being destroyed every single day, like, you know, forests and all that stuff. Which, by the way, shout out to Sweden for actually having a lot of, like, you know, a lot of forests, man. Like, literally, this country is like 80% forest. The rest of it's like populated. The rest, literally, just forest, man. 80%. Like, I'm not even joking, man. This country is like trees, like 99%, man. But no, for real though, it's like, I could see what they mean by that concept, and it actually would make sense for the UK, as the UK was heavily industrialized, you know, for a chunk of time there, because it was one of the earliest countries to actually go through, rather, the industrial, like, you know, the industrialization, you know, era, so to say. So it does make sense, in a sense, it does. Now he continues on saying here, I don't know what the final stage is, I'm sorry. I can draw the first ones, though, give me a moment. Then he says there's a Steel Ghost Black Knight Pokemon, which sounds sick, and no new types, which, no new types doesn't surprise me. I think I'm not really expecting that. Then here is the drawings for the evolutions, starters, so, okay, so Sobble turns dorky and weird. Score Bunny is just bigger and like just generally larger, and 3 sticks for Grookey? It's a little bit odd. I think it's a few too many. And this is the gargoyle thing he mentioned earlier. You guys remember, we read this a second ago. So, he continues on saying, there is no bear or fencer Pokemon, but as I said, there is a dark knight Pokemon, and here is the gargoyle. So, that's the gargoyle, as he mentioned. Then we have this thing, which is a little bit of a boar, saying, not that I know of, there is a weird grass pig Pokemon, though, which is this one, I guess. I guess it's, I mean, pig, boar, whatever way, you don't want to, you want to define it as, whatever. Depends which one. Most of them are by memory, except the ground bug, the gargoyle, and the squirrel. And then he says, I'll make it, which I'm not sure what he's talking about there. And here we have, ooh, that's an interesting Pokemon. Is that a real one, or is that a concept he made? Now, basically, they gave us infos because I may have to reply to people like journalists and VIPs. Unfortunately, I didn't see them, and as I said yesterday, which I'm not sure he's answering a question there. And then he says the logo is just the new gym system logo. I know that it is weird, but it's because it's very important to the story. Because this gym system actually replaces war at the times and is a symbol of peace in Galar. This system unified the two antagonist nations into one and made Galar. Pick related is the Ghost Noble, which that looks sick though, like really well drawn, I've got to say, man, really well drawn, like mad lad, man, mad lad. This dude's a mad lad, and man, there's so much chunk of information here, dude. This is actually insane. I love it. So next part right here is this pretty big. Let's see, his name is kind of interesting. Then he continues on, he's saying that, sorry if I forgot to reply for armored evolutions. They are real, apparently, but they are named armor forms. Basically, they are new forms of old Pokemon. Alright? The difference with Mega Evolution is that the armor forms play differently than all other Pokemon because they have 5 moves that can merge together in different attacks. Ooh! That is interesting, but also unlikely, because that's a bit too overpowered, let's be honest. So, think about this, like, evolutions, that armor forms play differently than all other Pokemon, because they have 5 moves that can merge together in different attacks. that sounds a little bit OP, if I'm going to be frank, honest, a little bit OP. They actually play differently than all other Pokemon because you have to think about what move you used before in order to make combos. So combo moves in Pokemon would be sick, I'm going to be frankly honest. Then there's just like a little bit of a concept for, I guess, the Dark Knight one. I don't know any outside of this one, no sorry. Okay, I'll draw the evolutions. Here is the Dark Knight, the Shadow Blades are floating around it, and he picks them up when he attacks. Probably, but I didn't see them, and then he's answering more questions. Then we have the Dragon thingy here. Mewtwo and Pikachu are the only ones I know of. I'll draw them, but since they are hard to draw, I'll probably move to paper. Gargoyle Evolution 1, so this is what the Gargoyle would turn into, which we looked at earlier. Then, I guess this is Gargoyle, yeah, the final stage of Gargoyle is like, you know, like a rainbow. This is also the French, I know the French names, I can give them to you. The worm is named Lombriquete. The squirrel is Reku, I'm not going to be able to read that. And the bird is Pichaumi. Pichaumi? I'm going to have to search that up. I'm going to search that up in case it's like a rude word. Let me see. No, it's basically like, I guess it's mathematics in a weird way. Huh, interesting. Alright, guess we got that. Now, next thing. Man, like I said, it's a pretty chunky one. This is Armor Form Pikachu. So he drew this on paper. As you can see right there, they are tournaments similar to the anime, but with the ceremonial. Oh, he's answering the question about the gyms. Similar to the Olympic Games, the Elite Four in the league is actually a tournament too. There is no Elite Four, just a champion in a tournament between the strongest. All right, that actually sounds sick, man. Actually, I kind of would love to have that. I like Elite Four and all that, but I think a tournament style thing would be so much cooler because that would be more similar to the anime at that point, right? It'd be way cooler to the anime. The Elite Four. All right, so let's see. A tournament between the strongest. Fair enough. Next thing. As I said, I didn't see them. No new megas nor variants. The old ones are available post-game, though, from what I know. Not what I know of. Some other question. All right. I don't have anything else to draw from the top of my head, unfortunately, outside of Armor Form Mewtwo. I didn't see any, since the game is focusing on Armor Forms, and I know that there is no new megas or regional forms. I don't think that there will be any. Fair enough. The second gym leader is a girl with blue hair. In French, she's named, well, you can read the name yourself. I can't read that, I'm sorry. No evolution that I know of. Alright, so he says no evolution, and there is the thing. Here's Armor Form Mewtwo. Unfortunately, I'll have to go now. And I think that's the general gist of it, though. I think that's about the end of it. Let's see. So, yeah, those are all the drawings he had, though. We got this one, we got this one, got this one. We got these bad boys, we got the gargoyle, we got the little piggies, we got this thing, which looks pretty cool, actually. I've got to be honest and say, this looks pretty cool. We got the gargoyle thingamajiggy, and I think the legendary, which I didn't see the post for. Here's actually the thing. Here's a small drawing of the legends, but they are hard to draw, which, actually, they look sick as hell, man. These look really freaking cool, I'm going to be honest. And even Mewtwo here, like this version of it looks really cool, I'm going to be honest and say. I really like this rumor, man. It's going to be, I think, my favorite rumor, dude, because the guy really went the extra mile to make this more fun, dude. Like, this is far more fun, dude. If this one is even fake, I don't care, dude. Like, mad props to the guy who did this. Dude, you're freaking cool, man. I like that you went the extra mile to do this, dog. It's pretty cool. But seriously, this one's pretty cool. I like it. I actually wouldn't mind it, though. There is an issue with this one that I have a problem with. That's a lack of Pokemon. 75 new Pokemon is just not enough. Think about how many, just like, take away instantly the 2 legendaries if they were to be real. There you go, those. The starters, that's 3 instantly there. What are you left with? 70? Take away also another 6 because, you know, what would that put us down to? Like, 64? That's what you have to work with. That's 64 brand new Pokemon. The other ones are Pokemon we already know will exist. They have starter evolutions, you know, stages, as well as the 2 legendaries. So, you know, it seems way too little in terms of Pokemon amount. But other than that, though, I'm actually pretty satisfied. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think this one's potentially real because it's got a lot of details, but also it's a rumor, guys. You know how these things are. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.